everyone. Welcome to First Lutheran in Muskegon, Michigan, and welcome to our faith formation class called Holy Moly.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, hi, Tofik. So glad you're here. We have a story today that's very special. They're all special stories, but this one today comes to us in the middle of Holy Week. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
If you have your story Bibles out, your Spark Bible, and turn to page 462. Ready? Let's go. The Last Supper. Jesus knew that the time had come for him to leave this world. He wanted to share his last Passover meal together with his 12 closest friends, the disciples. And Jesus loved his friends, and he wanted to show them his love in a very caring way. As the friends got ready for the meal, Jesus put water in a large bowl, and he knelt down on the floor. He wanted to wash the feet of each disciple. And when it was Peter's turn, Peter said to Jesus, "You will never wash my feet." And Jesus replied, "Peter, you don't understand what I'm doing now, but you will later." Oh, Peter loved Jesus so much that he said, "Then don't just wash my feet, but my head and my hands also." Peter wanted to be as close to Jesus as possible. As they were eating, Jesus sadly told his disciples, "Soon, one of you will betray me. One of you will tell people who don't like me where I am, so they can take me away." This upset the disciples, and each one said, "It's not me who you're talking about, is it, Jesus?" When Judas said this, Jesus gently replied, "Yes, Judas, you will betray me."
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, creator of the universe, who has given us the gift of bread. Take this bread and eat it. This is my body. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, creator of the universe, who has given us the gift of wine. Drink this. It is my blood, which I must give up, so the sins of my people may be forgiven.
When the meal was over, Jesus and his friends went to a place called the Mount of Olives.
You will all leave me. Even if all the others leave you, I won't. You will pretend you don't know me 3 times. I love you too much to ever do that to you.
And all of the other disciples said the same thing.
Hey, Miss Paula, why did Jesus wash Peter's feet before supper? Do you think he will wash mine?
Oh, Tofik, that's a really good question. Both of them are really good questions. And Jesus washed his disciples' feet out of love for his disciples. You know, people back in Jesus' day had to walk miles on dusty, dusty roads, and their feet were hot and tired and sore and dirty. And when they would come to a home, the people would wash their guests' feet before they ate. So Jesus was showing his disciples what a kind and compassionate thing it is to do for someone else and how to serve others.
Okay, Miss Paula.
And oh, by the way, Tofik, I would love to wash your feet. All 4 of them.
Thanks, Miss Paula. It's time to gather your craft supplies and join Miss Susan. And if you never want to miss another one of our videos, be sure to subscribe down below. Woo woo!
Holy moly, it's Maundy Thursday, and we've got a lot in this story. So actually it's a few stories all in one, but it happened all in one night. So on Maundy Thursday at the church, we'll see all of these activities happen too. So you'll know what's going on now at the church service as we celebrate Maundy Thursday. And I'm going to start out with the Trinket Packets because there was so much going on in this one that we actually gave you 3 different trinkets for this one, and we still didn't cover everything. The first part of it was Jesus and his disciples share the Passover meal together. And he also did the washing of the feet at this meal too, another humbling act for Jesus. So that's why we wash the feet too. So we don't have the wash basin for your feet, but we do have a necklace in here. And on the back, it says, knowing it was the Last Supper before his death, Jesus told the disciples to remember him by eating the bread, his body, and drinking the wine, his blood. Now, I bet the disciples were really confused about that one. But Jesus knew, and Jesus knew that he was about to die on the cross. So that's why he did that. He said, do this in remembrance of me. So that is a big part of our first communion and having communion at our church. We are remembering Jesus. And that is right from Jesus saying, remember me by this. And that comes from Maundy Thursday. So on the necklace, you will see a chalice, which is a cup, a fancy cup, a chalice. And then it has a dome over the top of it with a cross, which is like a little piece of unleavened communion bread, because at Passover, they had unleavened bread. And talk to your family, friends, or people at the church about the unleavened bread if you ever have questions too. And always feel free to come up and ask me too if you ever have questions, or Pastor Bill, Miss Paula, or anybody there. But so that's a circle, and it's half a circle because it's the little piece of bread behind the cup, the chalice. So that's to remember the Passover meal together with Jesus, and why we do communion at our church to this day. And straight from that, how many years have we been doing that to remember Jesus by? Such a blessing to be able to do that. And then, I'm sorry we don't have the washing of the feet in there, but at least we have that part of it. And then, so after they were done with their meal, a Passover meal, then Jesus went to the garden, and everybody went to the garden except for Judas. And Judas was the one that betrayed Jesus. He was the one that turned Jesus in. And so Jesus went and prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. Gethsemane is the garden. And so you will see the trinket of stickers. So here's the Garden of Gethsemane, and you can take and remove these stickers and put them on the scene to remember where Jesus was praying. And Jesus was he was grieved, and our key verse for today was from the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 38. Jesus said to them, the disciples, I am deeply grieved, which means sad, even to death. Remain here and stay awake with me. And Jesus wants us by his side, even when we don't understand why, but Jesus wants us there. He wants us by our side. And Jesus prayed too. And so we follow Jesus' example and pray as well when we are grieved by things. So then at the garden, the third trinket is handcuffs. They're little gummy gel, they're not gummies, don't eat them. They're just squishy, so you can pull and stretch them. They're stretchy handcuffs. And on there we have a sticker that says Maundy Thursday. Led by Judas, who's known as the betrayer, the Roman authorities arrived and arrested Jesus. Everyone scattered. So you will have these fun, stretchy little handcuffs that you'll be able to pull and stretch. And that's when Jesus got arrested in the garden. There's so many more details to this story. So if you ever want to read the story more, refer to your Spark Story Bible too. And you could reread that story too. And we also have our family sheets. So if you have more detailed questions too, you can always reference the family sheets as well. And it's Jesus and the disciples shared the Passover meal together. Knowing it was the Last Supper before his death, Jesus told the disciples to remember him by eating the bread, his body, and drinking the wine, his blood. After supper, the disciples fell asleep while Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. Led by Judas, the betrayer, the Roman authorities arrived and arrested Jesus, and everyone scattered. And for today's activities, for the younger group, for the younger kids, we're going to make another necklace. So you're going to cut out each of these circles, and then you can poke a hole right where the blue hole is, and you're going to put it together of the story of Passover, because this is such a big story that you're going to put in the first story in a row on your necklace, so then you can explain the story to any of your friends and family too. And then you've got the green string in your activity packs to make a necklace with it. So and then for the older, more advanced kids, you're going to open up your activity sheet, and you've got this round big purple circle, so you'll have to cut out the center and cut out around it. And then you've got the rectangle of Jesus with the bread and the wine at the Last Supper. And once you cut those out, you're going to make a mobile with your pipe cleaners. So take your pipe cleaners and put them across from each other, and then you're going to tie the one big pipe cleaner down. So you're going to make a mobile, and that mobile is showing your dreams and Jesus praying in the garden. So here are your dreams, and there's the sheet where you can write down all your dreams and what you can pray for those dreams as well. So this one's a big one, a big story, and lots of trinkets to remember the story by. So when we do this story, when we have Maundy Thursday at the church service, then you can pull out your trinkets and your activity packs and follow along as well. We're going to end with our prayer today. Dear God, thank you for saving room for us by your side. We want to be there because we love you. Help us stick close to you. Amen. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time for the Good Friday Bible Adventure. Have a great day.